Okay, using the photo inspection feature of Buildster. This feature is a super simple and really effective way to store, manage, and share your photos with your team members. Obviously, it's intuitive in the sense that the photos get stored on your plans, on markers that are pointed in specific directions, so they're very easy to find. So basically, the way this works here is that if you have photos attached to these markers, it will let you know on the thumbnail images of your blueprints. On this one here, there's 41 photos. Here you can see there's 76. If there's no camera icon on your thumbnails, that means there's been no photos that have been uploaded to markers. So we're going to go into the main floor here. I'm going to show you kind of what one looks like that's already been set up, and then I'll show you how to kind of drop the markers. So when you go into your plans, by default, it kind of goes into pin mode. And you'll notice up here, you'll see the camera icon with the number 41. So this is a simple toggle. If I click this once, I go into this photo mode as it's shown on this orange banner up here, photo module view. And if I click the pin, I go back to pin view. And you'll notice that the right side here, everything kind of changes to reflect the different mode you're in. So in my photo mode, I'm going to see all these markers, and you'll notice that when I hover over these markers, it shows me the photos that are attached to them. And by clicking them once, they'll bring them up on the right-hand side with a few options. I can delete this will delete the whole the photo icon, and if I press the trash can here, it will confirm to delete the photo. So if you want to delete a marker, you press the delete button up here. If you want to delete an individual photo, press the trash can over the photo. And here's where you would add an image from your computer. So if I wanted to add an image to this marker, I simply select that and I find the image that goes with this. In this case here, I'll just select this for the time being, and that image here will get added. And you'll notice that number changes to 2, and it updates in the hover over as well. And let's just delete this here because I don't need it, and I press yes to confirm, and it deletes it, and it changes back to 1. So, and also if I click the photo itself too, it goes into a larger view, and the list of photos on the will be displayed on the bottom. So if I have 10 photos attached to this marker, it will list here, and I can tab, use my arrow keys to tab through the photos. So that's the basic function of this. You can see the date created, all this kind of stuff here, and each photo itself is time-stamped as well. Now let's create an inspection so you can see how that function works. So if I go back to, say, the site plan and say I want to create a photo inspection here, I'll go into that plan page as soon as it loads here. And again, I'll toggle over to my photo module view, and I'll zoom in to where I want to create my inspections. And let's say I'm going to do the garage here. So it's a simple single click. Now, me personally, I drop photo markers where I stand in order to take the photos. However you want to do this is completely up to you. I can also drag it around a little bit as well if I'm not happy with the location. And there's also a description option here as well. I personally don't use that, but it's searchable, and there might be a reason why you want to enter descriptions. I can add a photo right at the time. So let's say I want to add a photo at time of creation of the marker, or creating the marker, and I can press create, and it will save this marker with the photo. The way I usually do this is I usually create my inspections first. So I'll kind of go through my plans, and in each room I'll kind of drop all my photo markers, and I won't attach photos to them because obviously I do that generally on my mobile device. But this is a quick way to kind of do this. I can go around and I can create a full inspection, and then on my mobile device I can just simply walk through. And I also, if I realize I placed a marker in the wrong position, I can just delete that at the time on my mobile device and drop a new one. So I find that works good for me. You're going to find kind of what works good for you. But after I create my inspection, you can always add them on your computer by adding image, which I already showed you. Or like I said, you can go through with your mobile device and do your walkthrough, or you can instruct your site supervisor, your manager, to go capture a walkthrough photo inspection, and that's that. Now by default, we'll get into user settings later, but all these markers you have the option to share them with your team. By default, it's set to off, and you can go into your settings and select on for everybody, or select the select individuals you want to have access to these photos if you don't want everyone on your team to access them. So that'll be described later in some tutorials on settings. And that's it.